Now we move on to the next third topic, the war against corruption and essay writing. Again, the list of points here. India won its first war against corruption, against foreign oppression in 1947. First war against oppression. Now, the second war it is trying to wage against corruption, and it is yet to win. Now, what are the ill effects of corruption? Now, funds earmarked for development misused for personal gains. Every fund has got earmarked for a purpose. Once corruption comes into play, it gets diverted. And this results in no development or lopsided development, not the expected development or uniform development. Poor and honest people suffer. Corruption widens the rich-poor gap. It derails economy as money is spent on conspicuous consumption and not for development. Money meant for the poor is being misused by people in between, and therefore conspicuous consumption, it becomes an order of the day, and not the money is not used for development, and results in the moral degradation of the society. These days we get a ranking of countries in respect of the corruption levels. Now, how to prevent corruption? A first method would be top-down approach. A tree starts rotting from the top. So to stop corruption, start from the top of the administration. We find usually lowest cadre employee is arrested for accepting a bribe of 100 rupees, whereas those in the higher up who misappropriate millions, they go scot-free. This has to be checked. Strict and transparent law enforcement. Corruption-free elections. Because most of the corruptions, they originate, they stem from the elections. Somebody said, all is fair in love and war. Later, somebody modified that as, all is fair in love, war, and the elections. Once you control elections, you can stop corruption. Accountability for politicians and bureaucracy. Everyone should be made accountable. Strong Jan Lokpal bill. Once this comes into practice, a big portion of this corruption will come down. Transparency in administration. Things should be transparent, giving no room for corruption. Effective use of RTI Act. This is a very important act which will aim at reducing, bringing down corruption. The right to information. Any common man in the country can ask for information about any particular action of the government. And above all, criminals to be debarred from contesting elections. Once you remove criminals, you can remove crime. And as a sort of conclusion, society should recognize that people of high integrity are the architects to cleanse our democracy of the cobwebs of corruption and opportunism. Now, people these days argue that just because there is a case of corruption against a particular minister or a member of parliament, why should he be debarred? They say he is innocent until proved guilty. But then we have to change this rule. We have to see that he is guilty unless proved innocent. He should be exonerated by the court, then bring him back into the post. This will ensure that corruption is reduced, if not removed ultimately.